We welcome all, talking shit, spitballing and busting your balls. We all love Star Wars, the uniting cause, but as long as you love Lego, it ain't breaking no laws. We got guests, clock talking random topics, leaks, rumors, hot takes like psychotropics, range rankings, and of course all the latest gossip. What's your wish list? What's it gonna take to cop? Let's do a roll call of our illustrious host, hailing stateside in UK, coast to coast. Padawan, the Don shuffles in, packing the cake, all stiff for us, stiff while he making it shake. Most vengeance here to send us back to 99. Oaktown, always down, letting love light shine. Hailing from the Emerald Isle comes Slurpy ho-ho, pot of gold at the rainbow, stop motion maestro. West Country, Whittakee, thespian by night. Monthly bucks, the boys try to guess it right. Cool Han with the plan, talks the head of the pain. Cyril and Biff, Welsh Dragon, see you all at the rank. So grab this up and quick, let's get the show started. Comments in the chat, even replay gets harder. Make yourself known, so we can shout you all out. Cool Han Luke, check it out, come see what it's about. Cool Han Luke, Cool Han Luke, we about to blast off like we dropping a note. Cool Han Luke, Cool Han Luke, rock your head to these beats like you were Surf Duke. Cool Han Luke, Cool Han Luke, we about to blast off like we dropping a note. Cool Han Luke, Cool Han Luke, rock your head to these beats like you were.
Fucking muted. There you go, that's better. Sorry guys. Just checking that the boys over there at Brick Dynasty are good to go. Yeah, they're signing off. So yeah, we'll just wait for those stream raiders to pop in. And look, thank you for popping in and tuning in to us, guys, with effectively the last but one show now. I just wanted to make it extra complicated because it seemed too easy. But we just wanted to separate the two shows. So it's a double-barreled show. So this is our usual scheduled show where we have a guest and we talk things. And obviously we're in the middle of a Bricktastic Hype stream at the moment. Sorry, Hype train at the moment. And then we'll be followed by the sort of closing ceremony show. So I've just separated them up a little bit just to make it a little bit easier for me. So we will drop the link into the chat just before we sign off here for you guys to stream radio over to the next one. So 48-hour Charity Stream-A-Thon is coming to an end. It's just felt to me like just a massive whirlwind of spending, I don't know, probably over the last 48 hours. I feel like I've looked at my phone for 80 of them somehow. But it's just, yeah, crazy. And messages and Instagram and YouTube and links and my cut and paste, my copy and paste on my phone has never had so much abuse. But yeah, and look, obviously appreciate everybody who's taken part in any way, whether you've been a creator, whether you've been behind the scenes of any of the shows helping out and supporting, whether you've been donating, whether you've been active in the chat, whether you've been a guest on one of the shows, and probably a dozen other things that I can't think of right now. We really appreciate everything you guys have done. Even if you haven't been able to donate, there's no judgment in this community. We appreciate that sort of family and home life and those kind of things will always come first. But for those of you who did dig deep into your pockets, then obviously a special thank you. But look, you know, I think just being part of this community and being in some of these people's chats is sort of payment enough. Some of these people are starting out either YouTube channels or kicking off Instagram accounts or doing live streams for the first time, and to have, you know, a larger crowd than perhaps they were expecting or they're used to on those first times, or even for people who've just started. Like, I'll talk for Liam if he doesn't mind. You know, he's only just started. He's only done his 2 streams on his channel, and he had a decent crowd in there. He got some donations coming in, and yeah, and it's just nice to see that. And of course, the people who were there supporting him, even if they weren't donating, It does help that channel out and makes things just that much better, improves the community that much more. So look, we appreciate you guys, and thank you for that. So what's going on here now? Stream Raider. So yeah, so he cut off my flow. So anyway, so look, we're going to introduce my co-host in a sec, and of course our guest, who is a veteran of Bricktastic. So who better to have for the last show before Bricktastic than an absolute legend of the community, and a Bricktastic hero. So he's also got his own little competition going on, which we're going to be talking about at the very start of the stream. But before we do that, let's introduce some of the co-hosts. So normally I'd introduce Whittakee first, but since he jumped the gun, he was shot off the blocks. No, we'll get him in first because he might only be here temporarily. So let's see how he's doing. How we doing, mate?
Yeah, hi. Not the best. I might not be on long. Yeah, I apologise for that. I don't know why I thought it put me in the green room. I don't know why it puts me straight into the, because normally you go in the green room, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, it's good job you did come when you did, mate, because I was just about to give you some abuse. So did you see Ken?
Well, me being here has not stopped you.
Did you see Ken and Sigby's stream?
No, unfortunately, I've been in bed.
There's a Harry Potter set coming out called a Cornish
Pixie.
A Cornish Pixie.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
In the chat, I put Cornish Pixie equals Whittakee. But it did actually look a little bit like you, and he was a little bit blue, but also he's Cornish as well, so it's close enough. So the Cornish Pixie. There you go.
I'm not blue. Or do you mean when I was on the plane?
No, I meant like sad blue. But yeah.
Yeah, do I sound all right? Because obviously I'm just on my phone.
There is some feedback, mate, I'll be honest.
Right. I'll try and stick I'll stick my headphones on, see if that makes any difference. Hold on.
Right, while you sort that out, let's get the Celtic brother in.
Hello. How are we doing?
Yeah, good.
On this fine Sunday, the final Sunday before Bricktastic.
I totally forgot to double check before we went live. Did you get a chance to familiarize yourself with that thingy, so I'm not trying to look at a million screens?
Yeah, like I can check when new donations are made and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, I'll mention it in a bit anyway. But essentially, what we want to do is we want to make sure that when a donation comes in, that you kind of let us know. Excuse you. I don't, not necessarily aggressively, but just make sure that our attention goes to that, however you want to do that. So I think maybe we'll encourage the chat to let us know if they've done a dono as well, and then you can do a check.
Yeah, I'll check if they've. I can verify whether or not they're lying or not.
Yeah, because I think with the one stream I did earlier today, it got to a point where they were coming in, and I hadn't actioned the last thing before the next one was coming in, so I don't want that to happen tonight. So, yeah, let's welcome in the straggler. How you doing, mate? You're muted.
The straggler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best of.
We've already got an English one, and we've got an Irish one, and we've got a Welsh one. We didn't really need another English, so you'll either have to put on a Scottish accent or be happy with the straggler.
Well, just like regular life, England always comes out on top.
Oh boy.
Speaking of England and speaking of Birmingham, let's welcome on our. Did we do a banner for our guest?
I did, yeah.
Where is he? Let's have a look. Oh, do you want to throw it at me, or are you?
I'm just trying to find it now. Honestly, this on the phone is terrible.
This is still there from earlier. Where's he gone? I thought I'd seen.
There you go.
There he is. There.
Do you know what? Every time I go to put a comment up, it comes up. Do you want to put this comment up? It's ridiculous. I want my laptop back.
You may as well turn that headphone set off because it's exactly the same, mate.
Is it?
Anyway, Madlib, let's give him the main screen. How are we doing?
Hello. Right, should I do this again? Boom! Hi!
Yay!
Yay!
Hello.
Thanks.
WERK, WERQ. Work.
Work.
Sounded like our wet fart noises.
Right. So welcome, Madlib. So look, I know you were keen to plug. Look, we'll get into talking a little bit about who Madlib is, where he comes from, what his story and his history with Lego, as we normally do with our guests, but also a segue nicely into Bricktastic as part of our hype train, and a little bit about what your inclusion or your involvement with that. And it also ties in nicely with Fairy Bricks, because of course they're also the charity that kind of runs Bricktastic, or I'm sure you could probably put that better. But yeah, so do you want to tell us a little bit about your Soapboxtastic situation?
Yeah, let me pull this up. There we go. So I'm part of the Soapboxtastic crew. We started this last year. It's at Bricktastic. Basically, it is a online. It's online. It is on Instagram. There is an online competition, a mock competition, where you build a Soapboxtastic cart, much in the kind of style of these little guys from the sets. So you got these little carts from last year, and we got Hill.
So like go-kart type things, a little bit like that Red Bull Races thing. Right.
Like if you think like the Red Bull soapbox things that used to go down the hill. Yeah, so last year Lego City brought out these sets, a couple of two small ones of 2 cars, and then a slightly larger one with a hill. And that was like January last year. From that, we decided to take those sets and in the space of a month create Soapboxtastic for Bricktastic last year, where we wanted the community to build their own versions of these little soapbox carts and bring them along and race them down a modified hill that we'd create, which we nicknamed the Hill of Champions. Honestly, it was a lot of fun, a lot of interactivity. And then after that, people could then enter the pictures of their soapboxes at Bricktastic into an online Instagram competition where the public votes for their favorite. And we did that in kind of like a knockout round kind of status. So like these are a couple of ones from last year. So we put like 4 up at a time, and there was a poll in the middle where people could pick their favorite one, and we'd knock them out and we'd get down to the semi-final and the final. But you can kind of see the things people come up with: shoes, rockets, tennis courts, all sorts of random stuff. I mean, there's a lizard in a bath. So, there's B.A. Baraka in the A-Team van, a TIE fighter. So anything and everything. There are some guidelines, and you can find all those on the Soapboxtastic Instagram. But one of the reasons why I want to bring this up right now and early in the stream is because we are currently running a competition, and it ends in 45 minutes. So you've got 45 minutes left to get your guess in. The guess is how many trophies are in this bag. So if you go to the Soapboxtastic Instagram and go to this post in particular about the competition, put your guess in that comment and tag 3 friends, and then we will count that. And it's the closest underneath the actual amount. So over, it's like Price is Right. If you go over, you're out.
Right. Okay.
So
look, we give everybody permission to leave the stream, and if you're posh enough and you can stay with us, then please do. But we give everyone permission to leave the stream, and if you want to get a quick way to Madlib, you open the description for this YouTube. We literally got to point it out to people. You go down, scroll down, and you will find his Instagram account there. You click on that, it'll take you to it. While you're there, make sure you're following him. Find this square. I think it's sort of the 2nd or 3rd row down. Click in there, follow the instructions, guess how many trophies are in the bag, and then you're in. And then come back to us.
Yeah, and then you'll win a £10. Whoever's closest will win a £10 gift card, Lego gift card. This whole competition was very nicely sponsored. The money was put up by Greg, London Bridge Bricks. So he backed this part of our campaign this year. And then, and just to note as well that obviously we have sponsors. We have people who are backing us for like merchandise and stuff that we're giving out to people for the event that we're doing at Bricktastic. So, but because we had so many more this year than we expected, and because we got our event bricks printed by a friend, we actually had some more cash. So we gave $50 to the 48-hour Stream-A-Thon and the sponsors.
Superb.
Is it?
Obviously, it all goes back to Fairy Bricks, who are the ones who are responsible for it for Bricktastic. So, you know, they do an amazing job. So we want to give back to them as well.
Yeah, no, fantastic.
For our online competition this year as well, we're giving out a £50 gift card for our winner for their winning mock, and a £20 gift card for the runner-up. So much bigger prize than last year. Again, major thanks to our sponsors who've been able to, you know, back us and get us to this point. So, yeah.
So is this is how good the mock is, regardless of whether they win the downhill race thing, right?
Yeah, the downhill race, that's just like an interactive fun part. Basically,
right.
The hill is so quick, it'd be really impossible to see who actually wins a race. Like, you'd have to get like slow-mo cameras on there and stuff. So the online competition that comes after Bricktastic with the voting off of different carts, that's where we wanted the prize to be. So
right.
So yeah, if you put your card up for competition, there's an online form. You enter the pictures that you take, and then we put them up online, and then we tag you on everything. So if your cart comes up on that round, we tag you in it. The story is available for 24 hours. You got a 24-hour window to get the votes in. So you get your friends, you get your mates on that Instagram going, pick me, you know. So yeah, vote for me. Like, tell your mom, tell your friends, tell everyone. So to get you through the rounds to the final, and then to get the winning slot. So yeah,
it shows your age as well, mate. When you talk about, like, I still do it sometimes when you're saying like, get the votes in, get the vote, like you used to do on telly, where people like, ring in now. And obviously that doesn't exist anymore. If I did that to my daughter, she'd be like, what's wrong with your hand? I'm like, why is your phone like that? I'm like,
yeah, it's get your phone out. Yeah.
Yeah. Like Ant and Deck.
Yeah. So that's it. That's what Soapboxtastic is for this year. So yeah, so definitely if you're gonna be coming to Bricktastic, you don't have to use these wheels, by the way, as long as it's like within the guidelines of the size of the cart, you're fine. Well,
I think we all kind of had an undisclosed agreement, I guess, between me and the sort of our crowd who's coming, if you want to call it that, you know, including all the people on the screen now. But there was that, you know, your first time an event like this, similar to when we went to Brickworld, is just kind of soak it in, enjoy it all, and kind of mingle and get to see what everything is. And then once you've dipped your toe, then of course next year, and not only that, but I know that Kev did say as well that something about if you want to be involved in any events and stuff, he won't do it for people who have never been to Bricktastic before, because starting next year.
Yeah, that's
the competition's going.
Yeah, I think that's like if you have no experience of conventions. So like he said himself, like if you volunteer, you could volunteer at Bricktastic 1 year, which is what I did last year. You could volunteer 1 year, and then you'll get that experience. You'll learn things. You'll get to know some of the people behind the scenes and stuff, and you'll figure out how things run and stuff. So if you have zero experience of showing anything, and you're like even new to Lego, and you just want to come to a convention and just show off something you've made, like Bricktastic might not be the one for you because it's so big, and they have, as he said, like 500 displayers at that show. So, you know, there's going to be so many people that they need to take care of, that if you're brand new and you're going to need a lot of hand holding in your first time, they don't have the resources to do that for everyone. So I think that's where it's coming from. It's not saying like don't show at Bricktastic. It's get a little bit of experience under your belt and then come along to the big show, because it is a big show in the UK.
Yeah, well, we've all got experience. I mean, I've got experience at conventions, working at conventions or volunteering at conventions, in, you know, here in the UK and in the USA now, and obviously attending them. But I still think for something like Bricktastic, going into it, I still think, you know, for us, it all just kind of made sense. We didn't even have to make that agreement. I think we all were just kind of like, let's just go for the hang the first time, and then maybe next time we can explore a little bit and stretch our feet a little bit, and whatever, go off in different directions. So yeah, be very much a kind of soaking up attitude for us, and just kind of soaking everything in, going to. So I'm really interested in the idea of this, and I'd like to go and check it out and see it and get my head around it, and then maybe next year compete or whatever. And yeah, it looks fantastic. So guys, once again, go and hit that link in the description, go over to Madlib's Instagram, and go and check out this competition that is ending very, very soon. So look, we will talk more about Bricktastic in a bit. I think it is important, really, we address our chat, and then we can start finding out a little bit more about you, and what's taking you from the young guy, probably from Lego to this stage where you're at now. So so Whittakee, mate, do you think you're well enough to do it, or?
The only problem is, every time I press on a comment, it goes onto another screen saying, do you want to put this on the page? So I'm going to have to do that for every single one. So perhaps not a good idea for me tonight.
Yeah.
And
your mic is shocking tonight, mate. It's shocking.
That's flashbacks to the first episode.
I know.
I'll tell you what we do then.
Should we take this off? There we go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So let's hit the rhinestone cowboy then, and then Nimble, you all right? Do you want to do some of the shout outs, mate? You're always saying you feel useless.
I mean, I can shout them out. I just can't put them on the screen.
I'm the same as Whittakee.
I'll put them on the screen, and Jens can.
I can shout them out.
Take it turns.
No problem.
That's what I'm asking you to. You shout them out if I put them on the screen, right?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Because, like I said, well, Whittakee's talking. We're missing every other letter. So, anyway. Get your boots on. Where's the thingy gone? There he is. Yes. Get your rhinestone cowboys going on. I turned down a little bit so I can actually hear myself. Right then. So, stand from the top.
Can't hear the music.
What is up,
Super
Cabra?
Cabra, we did it. Let's go.
Vamos.
We absolutely did. Sarah, hello everyone. It's been a cracking 2 days, I'll give you that. Evening Ultra, present as always. Good to see you. What a handsome devil. Nimble Saucepan. And CJ's not a bad looker either, let's give
I
it.
fell asleep, I'm so sorry.
We're going to start calling you Mayo Hosco.
That's right, so did I.
Better late than never. Evening Nick, looking forward to seeing you at Bricktastic.
Who's
Another
that?
handsome devil.
Hi.
Super Hawk Bricks. Woo woo. We made it. Yes, we did. KO. Present as always. Good to see you. Paparette. Going on. Polar Bricks. Hello.
A couple of new people to the chat. Hopefully you
welcome.
Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give it a like, give it a subscribe right now. We won't give you another chance.
Steel Ghost, welcome to the chat. That's a cracking picture you've got there.
That's an Xbox name too.
Yeah. Muttley, absolute goat of this community. Ken, fantastic job you've done all weekend, mate. Superb. The Cornish Pixie Flap up there. Slurpy is getting invaded by someone. A minifig the size of his head by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Oh, we an American audience tonight. Clicking Cliff, yo. Good. Is that a box full of box delivering a car?
I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Horse Bricks, great to see you as always. Sean, thanks for stopping by, legend. unpack my Lego display so I can take a photo of my soapbox car. Interesting.
Oh, so does
Big
that mean
Brick.
Kingo was gonna be a Bricktastic then? I think he has told us before. So
Yes.
KO, well done on your first stream, mate. Big congrats there. I mean, 6 bricks, yeah. 6 bricks.
yeah, well done, Sigs. Right, that's it then, guys. So if you want a comment pulled up, oh Jesus, if you want a comment pulled up in the chat, you got to make it exciting. You got to make it impressive, and let's be easy on Whittakee tonight. He's not feeling too well, so
I'm not taking it easy on Whittakee tonight.
Well, you don't have to, but the chat can. We just take it easy. Let's pick on somebody else instead tonight, and yeah, look, I think. Yeah, I think look, it's going to be a busy night, guys. There's going to be quite a bit going on, so we won't be as. I don't want to kind of set poor expectations. We won't be as reactive to the chat as I'd probably like to be. We got a bit going on, but bear with us. We'll get to those comments as and when we can. But yeah, so right before we do the intro for Martin and get to find out a little bit more about him, let's do our little bits and pieces. So. You guys might have tuned in earlier today and seen a little bit of this nonsense, and actually did fantastic. I can't remember. I think it was right. I think we raised about 163 quid during my 2-hour stream, and I was doing the jelly bean roulette. I was doing the hot sauce. I had $100 donation. It must have been more than 160 because I had a few tens, 100, a 25. I can't remember how much it was, but. Look, it pales in comparison to Wally. We managed to raise $411 on Instagram in an hour, but still a fantastic result, I thought, and I was really chuffed with that. So big shout out to Bearded Brickman, who donated $100 to see me neck a whole bottle of one of the hot sauces, and I will be paying for that later, shitting through the eye of a needle, and also $25 off the big man Madlib. Which, you know, he struggled to really part with that because that's a couple of battle packs that he couldn't buy. So so if you guys see 3 battle packs on the shelves anywhere, it's because Madlib donated to the show instead. So top man, Madlib. And that is that. So we're going to do a little bit more of that tonight because it worked so well. Only I'm not going to be the only person who's getting abused necessarily. So let me see. These are so small. All right, this is what we've got for you tonight, guys. We know you love a bit of the old wet fart. As childish as it may seem, for some reason, people enjoy that nonsense. Oh, will someone get rid of the chat on screen for me? Because I can't see what the hell's going on here. Knock that off, will you, someone? So the donation incentives for tonight's stream are as follows. For every $1 donation, we're going to get the classic wet fart noise. Give us an example. Oh, don't tell me you haven't got it lined up.
Well, I'm not the one with the button, am I? Mine are all natural, but Slurpy's not here.
Come on, Slurpy.
I think Slurpy's having potato issues.
He's got to record a new batch, I think. Anyway, we'll get back to that. We've also got some more jelly beans left on the jelly bean roulette. So, but we're going to make it quick fire. So instead of like holding it up to the screen and spinning it, there's not as many left. So I'm just going to reach in and grab one. And I'll let you know what I get. So we've got that. For every $5 donation, we're going to let you guys, the person who's donated, choose a blockhead super chat to be played. And then if you do a $10, you get to pick a brackets champion, right? And bear in mind, all entries do go into the ultimate prize draw, which I'll talk about in a sec. But, right, and bear with me on this because it seemed less complicated in my head than it is when I actually say it out loud. But these are your champions. If you choose $10, you're going to pick one of these champions. And essentially, on a show in the future, within the next week or so, those champions are going to battle it out for an ultimate winner. The ultimate winner will have the chance to feature in the next Blockhead's Demise stop motion animation. And I don't mean the sig fig they pick. I mean you guys. So, so yeah. So you've got to do a $10 donation. to pick a champion, and if that champion gets voted the best for Sig Fig on a later show, then you get that ultimate prize. So if you're thinking of donating $20 or $25, do 2 10s and a 5, and then you can pick 2 champions and get a Blockhead's Demise video to play. So just play smart, guys. And look, the only other thing I'll say is we have got some prizes being given away. Now, the second show tonight, which follows on from this one, will be the ultimate prize for the whole thing. So this, what I just told you about, guys.
Yeah, are we getting a cyber attack?
What's happening there?
It's the Rooskies. Get down.
Is it Whittakee's headset?
I've not said anything.
No, I think the aliens are trying to talk to you, mate.
By the way, Nimble, I didn't see the trooper.
Yeah, he's not in there. That's why.
The hot tub. Oh, you didn't include him.
He's been confiscated.
That's an absolute cop out. Putting him in
Which
there.
figs are representing who? That's the question.
No, only because Nimble was doing it. I thought he'd put him in it. That was all.
He did put him in there, and I relegated him. Do you know why? Because clearly our chat is going to end up picking him. He's going to end up winning. So it's not really a competition.
No, I wouldn't have picked him. See if anyone can guess who I'd pick.
Well, I'll put one in there for you, Whittakee.
Yeah, what, the Cyberman?
Yeah.
We put Willy Wonka.
Yeah, thank you.
I'd pick Sauron. That's what I'd pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Mr. T all day. Right, let's just go around the room then. Who you guys picking? Who would you have out of these lot, Madlib, if you want to have someone to represent you in a championship?
I'll go with Beastmaster. He was pretty popular.
Superb.
Yeah. Because you've got to think not just what you like. You've got to think what our chat on that given day is going to decide is the best, because we won't have a say in this at all. If the chat decides the golden Hagrid is the best figure on the planet, then he wins, and whoever picked him as your champion gets that ultimate prize. So, but there's that. Look, and whoops, wrong one. Right, so that is for our stream, right? That's just for this stream, these 2 hours, and obviously we'll run it into the next one as well in terms of those incentives. But at the end of the night, Ken is going to pop on the show along with some of the creators. They're going to be popping in on the next show, just to say a quick hello, thank you, goodbye, whatever, and obviously give me a chance to thank them as well. But this is the prize draw that's running throughout the whole 48 hours. So every person who's had a donation, who's left a name, they'll be entered into a wheel. Ken is taking care of that for me as we speak, and obviously he'll be updating it with the live names. So if you're donating throughout the show, you get in a name on the wheel. If you make 2 donations, you get 2 entries on the wheel. That's how it goes, guys. So the more donations you get in, the better for this stream, but also the better for your chances on the wheel as well. So what we'll do then is we'll spin the wheel, and then whoever wins, they get a pick of the prizes. So what we'll do is we're going to pick out 4 names. Hopefully they'll be online, but if not, we'll have to kind of wait it and float it. And the prizes are as follows. We've got a $75 Bricks and Minifigs gift card. We've got a Disney 4+ set, which is now retired. So especially if any of you out there got young'uns, I'd like to donate that, or take it to your local hospital and give away whatever you want to do. We've also got the opportunity to pick a piece of merch from the Cool Han store, courtesy of MatteBlackBricks. And there'll also be a $50 gift card, Lego gift card, up for grabs. Nice. And what I'll say is, if this ends up being a UK winner, I'll make it a £50 because that's coming out of my own pocket. So what we'll do is we'll get that sent out to you guys. So it'll be digitally. So that'll be available to anybody in the world. The only issue we've got with these is the 2 on the left side are US only. So we do need to pick the winners out first, and just, if they all end up being from the US, easy. But if they end up being spread across the world, we may have to kind of coerce them into taking one or the other. So that's how it is at the moment. So let me know. Slurpy's going to be keeping an eye on the donations. So let us know in the chat when you've made a donation. I don't know if you want to put like a sunglasses emoji guy in front of your comment so it kind of sticks out a little bit.
He's not even here, is he? Slurps.
I don't know what the hell he's doing. And then that way, then we can see him coming in and we can address him as soon as possible. So that is how the next show is going to look, and obviously, this is how the No, that's that one. Jesus, how many of these have I got? Yeah. So these are the options up for you guys, and I'll throw these up every now and then just so you can be reminded. But so there we go. Get the donations in, and good luck.
Someone's asking, what about Canada?
Canada should be fine. Canada would be the same as the US, I would have thought. So if you end up never too old, if you end up with a mate, then you'll pretty much get your pick of the bunch. Basically, it's probably only going to be limited to people who are in the US. So
Canada, where's that boot?
That must be you, Slurpy, with the feedback, mate.
Ooh.
That's Whittakee.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was muted. Sorry, I had a tech issue. Did we got another dono? Did we shut that out?
No, not yet. We was waiting for the dono master to get his Jesus.
Whittakee, mute.
hell.
Please, my ear's big.
Unplug that mic.
Just unplug the headphones, mate. It sounds like you're getting AUX issues.
Oh, it was I could confirm it was a $10 donation.
Ooh,
God
I get to pick a
damn.
champion.
Is that the only donation we've had so far? We haven't missed any, have we?
The stream, yeah, it's the only one so far.
Good. So, well, not good really, but easy for us. So, first of all, $10 donation. Well done. Second of all, who was it?
It was Muttley.
Madlib, right. So, Madlib, what's Madlib getting? He's getting a chance to pick a champion. So, Madlib, you let us know, mate. First come, first serve. If you take too long and the next person donates $10, you so let us know. Do you want me to chuck the champions up for you again? There's your champions, mate. Let us know in the chat, Madlib, who you want.
Right, can you kick me, please? Because I can't.
Okay, we'll do.
I will do, and I'll remove you from the stage as well.
Sounding like Watambor a bit there.
Yeah, with the dials. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Poor thing. Yeah, we miss you, mate. Whittakee. Just get yourself well, mate, and we'll come back fighting. There's nothing worse than when you're already feeling ill and you're coming in just to show your face and you can't even get that done properly. So it is where it is.
Jack Sparrow. Okay, that's it. Noted.
Right. Have you actually noted it though, or do you want me to make a note of it?
No, I haven't noted yet. On a
PC. Top man. Right. So let's get into it then. Let's get into Madlib. Right, Madlib, take us back. Take us back to 30 years ago when you were born. What was the state of Lego back then? But no, look, tell us, mate. What was your kind of earliest memory of Lego?
We used to have a tub of loose Lego as a kid. It was hand me down. It was just whatever was in there, Yeah, so that's like my earliest memories of Lego was just having a big box of Lego. And I'm talking like one of those like deep margarine tub like things that you used to get.
Margarine tubs.
Yeah.
I remember those as well.
So, yeah.
Is it stock?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
these guys won't know what the hell that is. So,
yeah.
What?
We had yeah, we used to have a tub of Lego, used to tip it out, play with it, and then, pick it all back up. And we were made to pick it back up back in the day, and leaving it all over the place like I do now. Like, yeah.
It didn't work for this. So.
Nah. And then didn't really have sets because sets were still expensive, back in the day. So never really had sets. I did see them. I saw Pirates and Space and all the classic stuff. And I loved Castle, but I'd never had a Castle. So yeah, we just so it just kind of grew out of Lego for a bit, as you do. I've always been a big kid, so I've always liked stuff like cartoons and stuff, even into adulthood. So I've always kept in touch with that kind of kid side of me, and always enjoyed building stuff like puzzles and whatever, and putting things together to create something at the end. So yeah, so when I was a bit older and become an adult, I left uni and stuff and whatever else, and about 2010, 2011-ish, I decided I wanted a Lego castle because I'd never had one as a kid. So I went on eBay and found a secondhand King Siege castle, and I bought it, and it was like, I think it was like 30 or 40 quid. it's now like well over 100 quid now, even used. Like I was like, okay, cool.
When would this have been roughly?
About like 2010-ish. So
Wow.
about
Okay.
15, 16 years ago, I bought
So
my first set as an adult. So
yeah, awesome. Okay.
So it was a while back, and then I had it, built it, really enjoyed it, put it out on display, and had it there for ages. Basically, didn't really get into Lego fully for a good few years. But on the odd occasion, I think it's when the Force Awakens and Star Wars Lego sets were coming around with new stuff. I got a couple of those. So I got like Poe Dameron's X-Ring. I got a TIE Fighter, a First Order TIE Fighter.
Wow, see, because you never struck me as a Star. I know you got Star Wars Lego. You never struck me as a Star Wars guy. It's weird to think that Star Wars was your way back in, essentially.
Yeah, well, I grew up with Star Wars. My uncles were mad on Star Wars because they're about 10 to 15 years older than I am. So they were right at the peak of watching it in the cinema and everything. So they got us into Star Wars from a very early age. And we had all their hand-me-down toys of the Star Wars stuff, like the first generation stuff, which now would be worth mint. But yeah, so we had all of that. So I've always grown up with Star Wars, you know. And when the in 97, when the new, was it 97, 99? Can't remember. When Force Awakens came out, I went to the cinema with my uncle. We went to go watch it together because he was super excited about it.
2015, yeah.
Yeah. And then, so we watched all those. And then, so as I say, like, we started to get all the sequel stuff coming out, and I started to pick up. I bought a couple of sets for like Christmas and stuff, and I really enjoyed them. And slowly started getting one or two more sets. Again, it wasn't like a great paid job, so it was very every now and then. It was very kind of as and when, mostly like birthday, Christmas kind of events, stuff like that. But yeah, and then kind of a bit later on, I've just been slowly getting more and more into it. And one of the big sets that really drew me in was the Titanic set that came out a few years back. Like that, I love Titanic, and when I saw that was available, I was like, I have to get that. Like, I have to go grab that.
Wow.
So I picked
Went
that
from
up.
one extreme to the other then.
Yeah, picked that up. And also like just aging out of going out all the time and being out every weekend, being more of a homebody as I'm getting older. I wanted to get into a hobby. And as I say, I've always been into like building things or crafty things or whatever. So Lego just seemed like a natural progression. And definitely the last, I'd say 3-4 years, I just kind of dove head first into it and went, you know, all out, and really started like researching other adults who are into it, and found the online community and the YouTube people and Twitch people, and started to get involved with them and chatting, and, you know, so yeah. And then now I'm here, and I decided to then start sharing it myself with people.
Yeah, well, I was just about to say, because you're probably of a similar age to me, where you kind of were you in like a Facebook Lego community first before the live community, or did you come straight to the live community?
I came straight to the live community because I was watching a lot of YouTube, but it was mostly like American YouTube Lego people. And then there was this one German guy named Brickcraft who's creating this whole like city and stuff. He's really good. So I was watching them mostly, and then I kind of was like, right, I'm sick of seeing all these Americans and other people. Like, where's the British Lego people? So then I specifically searched for UK Lego YouTuber, and it came up with London Bridge Bricks, and that's how I found Greg and that sort of people. And I was like, okay. So then I started watching him and everyone, and then you know, people were spreading out, and I was like, oh, okay. So I start following people who were doing this over here and that.
So I've got, my next question is going to be, how did it go from being a follower of somebody to being a regular on the show? But before we do that, I think we've got some more donations come in. Let us know, Slurpy. What are we doing?
Yeah, no, we had 2 more donations. We got a $1 donation. I'm not going to say who from, but it says, for a Madlib's fan swoop, not a fart sound, please.
You want one of these? There you go.
It sounds pretty much the same, to be honest.
It does.
No, you know a wet fart sound when you've made one yourself.
It's like when you felt one.
Yeah. Swamp ass. Nice.
We got a number $10 donation from.
Yeah.
We got one from Papa Rex. So if he's still in the chat,
Papa Rex,
Yes.
legend.
I want to say it is weird how it is Fairy Bricks is a UK based charity. Why is the currency set in dollars?
Complicated question. So it's the platform we're using to set up a campaign. Obviously, the only way we can track it, the amount, is if it goes through a campaign platform, like Just Giving. Unfortunately, they weren't connected with Just Giving. But of course, there was no way we could track and it's important to let people know, because I think there's been a bit of like the money doesn't sit in like a pot that I've got some control over, and then I press a button. And because a couple of people said, "How much are you going to let it get up to before you send it off?" And I'm like, it doesn't work like that at all. The money is going directly to them. So as quick as those $1 donations have been pledged by you, they're in the account. All the platform we've got does is kind of, as it zips through the train station or whatever, from your wallet to the Fairy Bricks donation, we just kind of ping it on our way through. That's literally all we're doing, is just tracking what's gone there. It's not sat in some big pot at the end of the rainbow for some Irish leprechaun.
Right. Martin, sorry to disturb you, but I'll interrupt. Can you kick me now, but completely out? Just kick me right out.
What? You don't want to be on the show ever again?
No, just now. Just kick me. Yeah, just because if all I got is end on here, and I don't want to press that.
I haven't got the choice to do it.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay, thank you.
Take care, lad.
Cheers, mate. Take it easy, mate.
Oh, I'll be back. Don't worry.
I'll be
What?
back.
Be back what? Tonight, or what does he mean?
I reckon I can guess what champion that Papa Rex is going to pick.
Anyway, yeah, come on, moving on. Well, what are we going for, Papa Rex? I think he's going to go for the basketball head, because I get a feeling that's what he looks like. I'm not sure. I don't know.
I reckon he'll go Sauron.
Oh, Sauron's good.
Yeah, that sounds a cool looking figure.
It's the only choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Madlib, I've got a question as well, mate. Because you said that you were into puzzles, and have you got any advice, please? Because these lads ripped the shit out of me for not being very good at puzzles.
Madlib, this is the guy who did a jigsaw in like 5 months, right? And he was excited afterwards because it says on the box 6 to 9 years. He was putting a jigsaw together. It was like a 500-piece jigsaw for about 8 streams.
It was 1,000-piece actually. And it was very difficult.
And he threw it against the wall in the end.
I couldn't even finish it because there was missing piece at the end.
Oh, that's terrible. That is a killer. Start with the edge. That's what I say. Start with the edge and then work your way in.
Yeah.
I'm trying. What I also do is look for similar color pieces. So if you have a good sense of color, you can find all the similar color pieces and put them together to one side into a pile. Yeah.
Okay, nice one. I will take that on board, and then hopefully Cool Han stops taking the piss out of me.
Mate, if you don't want to get taken the piss out of you, come to the wrong stream. And I know you give as good as you get anyway. So this is why I can't wait for us all to meet up in person, because it's just going to be like, I'm pretty sure we're going to get kicked out of some places with the abuse we're going to be giving each other. He's back. He's like the Scarlet Pimpernel, isn't he?
Out. I need to actually be kicked right out of it.
We can't kick you out, mate.
I won't let me kick you out, Whittakee.
Because it says here close app, is that going to stop the show or what?
I'll remove you and just
find out, won't we?
Restart your phone.
We can remove you, mate, but we can't take you out because you've got access to the show, so it doesn't you wouldn't.
Oh shit!
So
I think if you just close the app on your phone, it'll go away. We'll still be here because I've had to close my laptop and still have it streaming on my.
Okay, if not, I apologise. Here we go then.
Just take the AA batteries out of the back of your phone, otherwise. Oh, Jesus.
That's better.
Just don't wind it up anymore. Okay. So
I have a question
yes.
for Matt. Oh, for Madlib.
No, go on, mate. You go ahead. I
Mhm.
got one in the. I got one in the.
So silly. Is there any brick badges going? That's Bricktastic.
I found this out. I found this out.
Brick badges. You mean the
Yeah.
Let him finish eating his pot noodle, and he'll tell us what he's trying to say.
It's actually Ben and Jerry's, but yeah.
Oh, we were just
What
talking
flavour?
about Ben and Jerry's.
What flavour?
So I wanted half baked because I like the fudge brownie and I like the cookie dough, but they screwed me over and they didn't have any in stock, so I had to go for fudge brownie, just straight up fudge brownie.
Fish
I'll
food's
be-
the best. isn't
Yeah,
it?
no, I
Well,
agree. I didn't have a choice in this. I paid some minority to go and get this at Asda, and
Paid
I
who?
would've done the
Minority.
Don't worry.
A woman.
Typical CJ speaking before he thinks.
I tell you what,
So-
what's more creepy about what you're saying, Padawan, is I just can never get around these people who do live streams and stuff, but they're looking somewhere else when they're talking. It's really weird. But yeah, multiple screens jobby. Yeah, go
I would have had fish food if they give me a different choice, but the brick badge thing. So I found out. So obviously the numbered ones, so the ones that are 2024, 25, 26, blah blah blah. They're just for the exhibitors and the volunteers. Fair enough.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They're for the first time they're selling at Bricktastic 1x8 brick at the one of the vendors is what's the bloody company called? The toy. One of the vendors is selling them on behalf of Bricktastic.
So we can get one.
I was just about to say, well, Madlib might know, but he seems surprised
Yeah.
by that as well. So
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't know there was one for sale. I said I picked up one last year when I went and volunteered. So,
right.
Nexo
Can I have it?
toys. That's the one.
okay.
Madlib, can I have your brick from last year, please?
It's on the badge. Keep the.
I collected
it's
it like
like-
Rocket Raccoon collecting people's limbs, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I got some brick badges from Hong Kong. I don't even know they have Lego conventions out there. You know what I mean? Like,
So my question was going to be, how did you get from watching somebody like Greg, who's a bit of a big boy in the community, I'd say, to being kind of a regular on the show?
Let's just say I was watching, I was commenting, I was chatting, so people got to start to see my name. And I'd only just created the channel.
Right.
So I started watching him on my own YouTube, which is under my own name. And then I created my channel Madlib. Because I decided after I built the bat box, the shadow box for the Batcave.
Okay, yeah.
I love the Tim Burton Batman film, so that was like a definite buy, and loved the build. And I enjoyed building that so much I wanted to share it with people. So I decided, I'm going to create my channel and I'll start sharing builds with people. And I started off by doing, like everyone else, the speed builds, and then a bit of a chat at the end of it saying, oh, I like this, I don't like this, whatever.
Right.
Before I started streaming. Then I got into streaming, and I'm still chatting in people's chats, and people are starting to recognize my name, and a couple of people going, oh, do you have a channel? I'm like, oh yeah, I have a channel. And some people are watching some videos, whatever. And then I started streaming, and shortly after I started streaming, Matt Elder, who ran Family Bricks, he asked me if I wanted to come on as a guest, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come on as a guest. Then he asked me to come on as a regular on his stream. So I started doing that for about 6 months, I think it was, 6 to 8 months. I was with him regularly. And that was on a Thursday. And then towards the end of that time, Greg had asked me to come on as a guest for London Calling, just once or twice. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come on. And then, so I came on as a guest for a couple of times, and I guess he just liked the kind of energy and stuff and whatever we have, and like the chemistry that I had with people and stuff. And he was just like, after a few times on his channel, he was like, hey, do you want to become a regular? And I was like, yeah, sure, I can commit to that. So yeah, so it's just through being there constantly and chatting and just being myself and put myself out online. People kind of go, hey, do you want to come over here and do stuff with us? I'm like, yeah, fine. yeah, all good. I'm all in. So yeah.
So how did you get involved with? How did you get to this position you're in now with sort of the soapbox thing and your involvement with that? And where did that sort of start from? And a story there.
Yeah, so the soapbox stuff started on Bonnie Bricks, on Maxine. She was streaming one evening very shortly after the beginning of the year. So this is last year, 2025, January. Obviously, the new city set with the ramp had just come out with the soapboxes. So we're talking about these new sets and saying about, she literally said on stream, she was like, oh, wouldn't it be good if we could start making our own versions of these carts and things? And we were like, that's actually a really good idea. We started messaging each other, and it came out in her chat, like live. We were like, there was me, Andy, Polar Bricks, who's in the chat now, and Maxine. We just started chatting about it, and then we got offline. We went on to Instagram, where we're all friends, and started like group chat about it and talked about it. And basically, as I say, like in the space of about a month, got everything organized. Andy built the hill. I did all the Instagram posts and everything. That's like I'm like the marketing person behind it.
Right.
Bonnie was keeping an eye on stuff as well. And then, yeah, we kind of wrangled it all together to bring it to Bricktastic last year, 2025. And Greg kind of came on at the end just before we went live with it, because I was on Greg's channel anyway. We kind of made it a bit of a thing where on his channel, I have a segment. Normally it's like the deals segment about what's going on, what deals are out there and stuff. And for Soapbox, we then made it the Soapboxtastic grid. And because Greg was actively promoting it and everything, we kind of took him in as part of the crew as well. So and that became the four of us. So yeah, so that's just how it's been. And then because so many people, as I say, last year were excited about it and enjoyed it so much. And on the online form, when you register, there's even a section saying, do you want to do this again next year, kind of thing. Yeah. Everyone was pretty much yes, unanimously, like, yes, bring it back. We even had people asking if they could take it to other shows, which is a bit harder because we're not all available to do other shows. So we were all going to be at Bricktastic, but we're not all going to be at Reading, and we're not all going to be, all over the place, Black Country Brick Show and all that stuff. We're not all going to be there. So it's harder to get us all together, particularly Maxine, who's, from up in Scotland. So, so we kept it specifically to Bricktastic. And we decided this year we will do it again, but we'll make it bigger. And that's what we're doing. We're making it bigger and better and hopefully more fun. So, yeah. And that's how we all got into it. And yeah, it's fun. It is fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work behind the scenes, though. I will say that. Like, it's great to see it on the front, and everyone's really enjoying it, and that's awesome. There's a lot of work behind the scenes as well, and there will be afterwards with the kind of collating all the information and then getting all these voting rounds ready and everything. So and I think for me is that I kind of get the gist of what it is from what I've seen on there, and I think I've probably seen stuff about it before, but until you kind of see it in person and it doesn't just quite click. And this is the same when we went to Brickworld, where we were hearing about how things are done and the kind of vibe and just general kind of, it's almost like you can't quite put your finger on these things, and people would hype them and explain them as best they could. And then when me, Whittakee, Slurpy, and Padawan, just to name the guys on the screen now, went out there, we were just like, right, now it makes it, and now you can kind of be that person passing the word on. And I think for us, at the moment we're just kind of getting a lot of this information, and I'm just like, well, because I was seeing Soapboxtastic and I'm thinking, well, it's got something to do with soap. I don't really kind of get it, because I didn't real so it does. They're just those things you just keep hearing, and those names get kind of batted around a little bit, and you kind of hear them in passing conversations. It's not until you're there and you kind of soak it up. So I'm really keen to see that and see it like in person and be like, wow, this is something that I at the very least I can get behind next time, or best case scenario can get involved or take part next time. So but and like I said, this is all what the hype is about, especially for people who've never been before, to be like, yes, come on, let's get us there. And people like Team B are a good example, because those guys are coming from such a distance to come to it. It just says, it's testament to how good this event is.
So we need more people in this community talking about it. Brickworld gets so much coverage. Us as UK kind of representatives, we're kind of like, we need to give that love to something in our own borders. Not to say that, I don't want to kind of ostracize ourselves from other countries, but really we should be, we
need to be as loud mouths as they are. Yeah,
absolutely. We need to be doing that. We need to be getting the Americans to come over here. But even if they don't, we just want as many people, getting involved and getting into this community. And getting
Bricktastic this year is actually sold out, as we all know. It's sold out. You can't get tickets now. It's
CJ knows that better than anybody. He didn't even get a bloody ticket for Sunday.
Yeah, that's not
bad. So it's sold out, and as when you sign up and everything, you get you can go onto the Discord for Bricktastic and everything. There's a whole Discord and everything that's going on, and a Facebook group as well. And in there, you'll find they'll give you bits of information. So, for example, this year we're actually having more displayers come from overseas than we've had before. So we are getting that wider range of knowledge of people knowing about it. So more people are coming from Europe, and more people are coming over from America this year than ever before to come and start to see this. So it is getting. And I think if you saw the Lego post as well, there's only about 4 or 5 conventions around the world which are Lego backed completely, and
I saw that
is one of them.
So, that's a big thing. That is.
And Polar Bricks is just mentioned, because I know you did say that he's one of the guys who you're kind of work together with on this. So it's not too late to bring a soapbox, or
no. You bring a soapbox to race and do it on the day.
Also, it doesn't need to be. See, with Brickworld, everything's got to be registered months in advance.
No, you can do it anytime. So that's the thing. This is open. Like our little soapbox thing is open to workers, displayers, volunteers, visitors.
Oh, okay.
All you need to do is create one of these guys and bring it along with you.
Where did we get the specifications for those? Because
check the Instagram post. It doesn't have to be, like I say, these are the soapbox wheels, but they don't have to be these wheels. As long as you've got a cart that's about 7 or 8 studs wide, roughly 12 studs long, can be anything. I mean, it could be as tall as you like, because that's the one I've made. It's a Whittakee.
He still hasn't forgotten that he couldn't get that castle as a kid.
So I've made a little tower, and that's gonna. I mean, this isn't gonna survive
a little
the hill.
tower.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen bigger, but yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah, it won't survive the bottom of the hill. I'm telling you now, because the hill's drastic.
It won't even survive the top. As soon as you push, it's gonna fucking fall ass backwards.
But you can make and bring as many soapboxes as you want. It's absolutely fine. For the online bit that's going to come on afterwards, we allow you to enter 2 entries into the competition to win those vouchers. But if you want it, like Nicole, Lady McBrick, I think she's made about 4 or 5. And she was like, which one should I bring? I was like, bring them all. It doesn't matter. Bring them all. Race them all down the hill. It's all fun. And then pick your favorite 2, or ask the public, say, which 2 do you like? And then get their opinion. Pick your favorite 2 and enter those 2 into the competition. Yeah.
This, look, guys, I think this is a Slurpy thing, because he likes all that kind of city little car type things.
I reckon the soapboxes,
Yeah, I reckon I'm going to try and put one of these together. Do you know what, though? I know it sounds awful, but just so I can get one of these bricks, because I'm addicted to collecting these bricks now.
Yeah, we do have 1x8 event bricks.
I'll tell you what would be funny if
I need
to
add it to my ever-growing bloody thing.
If Cool Han, if we go to the Pick-a-Brick at the Lego shop on the Friday when we're all there, and we should just try and make one from just using the parts at that Pick-a-Brick in Manchester.
That'd be fun. That'd be quite good, actually. That'd be such a good idea.
But you got a few stores in Manchester, haven't you? So you can go around a few of them, see if they got different bits on different walls.
Yeah, because I think we are planning on going to both of the stores on the Friday, because all of us guys here, we're meeting quite early doors on the Friday.
Can I add these to it?
What are those? Are those heavy? Are those metal ones?
They're the metal bricks that you get from. We got a Brickworld to add into the whatever they were doing.
Yeah, sure. I don't know.
Yeah. They're speed.
Yeah.
What time does it? The soapbox, is it like an all day kind of thing?
Yeah,
Or
it's
is it
all
like,
day Saturday and Sunday. I'll be there. I'll be there all day Saturday and Sunday. So from
Perfect.
open to close. Yeah, come along and just partake. You'll
So
see.
are we gonna pad wall it? Are we gonna go to the pad wall and?
I
and
think
make
it'd be quite funny,
No.
wouldn't it, to just make one using the pad wall parts.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that'd be quite a funny challenge, actually.
guys,
Well,
I
let's
want to
say-
win.
Just grab some wheels from somewhere because pad walls
Yeah.
aren't always guaranteed to have some wheels.
Oh,
Yeah.
guys, I could bring you guys enough wheels to make 100 each. I've got
Yeah.
bags and bags and bags of them.
I'm going
Oh,
to take
Han,
over
you bring
my.
the
I have the
wheels.
wheels.
Ah,
Bring
there
the
you go.
wheels, and we'll make a few of them up at the Pick-a-Brick.
Yeah, there you go.
Pick a brick
That's
where?
great.
Sorry, I missed the conversation then for a second.
Oh, he's on about going to Pick-a-Brick in Manchester.
If all of us lads go to the Manchester Lego store when we meet up
I
on
ain't paying for
Friday,
no Lego, mate. I got mountains of it here.
No,
Okay,
no,
man.
Cool Han. Think of the content.
You do
Where's
that.
the
You
you're such
Mate,
a tight,
guys,
you're such
honestly.
a tight ass.
We can
Remember
film
these-
each other down the
remember these-
Lego aisle.
Remember these sacks, these couple of sacks I got donated for when Kirsty's
Yeah.
store closed? All of those were for making take events, for making little cars. So I've already got all the
Ah.
pieces. You just sit and do them in the hotel room. I'll get Whittakee and Slurpy making up my bags for me, like I did at Brick Wall.
Yeah.
The thing is, I've got
Yeah,
thousands of pieces here, but I think a pad wall would be a cool challenge to do.
It's a challenge, isn't it?
I
mean,
I
come on,
guess
like,
so.
like we could even build our wee racer. You know, we can like,
Mhm.
you know,
Well,
we'll go
let's-
to build
let's
a
just-
minifig.
Let's just
I mean,
hope I
last-
win the
last year-
$50
Yeah, there you
Lego
go.
gift card, and then I can get everything.
Last year, we even had, because people didn't know about these, because it was so new, like February last
Yeah.
year, these things had only been out for a month. We even had, they were available in the shop at Bricktastic.
Oh, that's a cop
So-
that, isn't it?
Families, a family went over and bought packets of these little carts from the shop. I mean, they were only like £10, if that. So, you know, they
You
got,
got
like,
two as well.
you get two in a box. So they were buying them to build and then bring it back and race down the hill. So, yeah, so we
Oh,
probably sold a
driver
bunch
is-
of those.
A driver is required. Well,
I
well
might
said,
just
Paul
take
Brick.
Blockhead.
Yes.
Like,
That's
Yeah,
it,
take
yeah,
your,
yeah.
oh, your sig fig.
Gotta
That'd
be
be a
rocket.
good shout, wouldn't it? Take your sig fig.
Oh yeah, sig figs.
Take
Yeah,
your
there you
sig
go.
fig. Where's
Yeah, and you
mine?
can race each other down the hill, see who comes first.
I'll make
Yeah.
a new one out of
Yeah.
the last ones I got.
Yeah, do
Nice.
slow mo as well because it's steep, it's quick.
Yeah, nice. Right. Oh, there we are. So there's the measurements in there as well. 7 wide, 12 long, with the same or similar wheels.
Yeah.
No pre-registration. Just bring it on the day. Oh, that's gonna be sweet. So what
Yeah.
day is that? Is that the Saturday or the Sunday?
Both days,
Oh, okay.
Sick.
both days.
We should
Do we
do
There's
get,
it
a,
on
brick-
the
we get a brick for each day?
Yeah, we keep a certain number. We don't know,
Padawan.
keep some numbers for both days.
Oh, fuck. Right.
We should do it on the Sunday.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's all do it on the Sunday. We won't do it on the Saturday.
I'm already screwed over with a 10 a.m. ticket. I should have bought it. The thing is, right, for people like me who realistically I cannot say if I can be there until like maybe a few weeks before. It's annoying because of my job.
No. That's it, mate.
Yeah, but the tickets were only like a tenner.
Yeah, I know, but I'm a cheapskate, so
You can get the you can pay £1 and get refund insurance.
Yeah, no,
Oh, you
so-
tight ass.
on a serious note, I looked into that refund policy is awful. Like that company they use.
You've got to
is
be able to prove that
absolutely-
you died and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And like if your train was delayed, you've got to be able to prove that it was delayed by like more than 2 hours.
I
Stupid
know you
stuff.
have to have the
Yeah.
conductor send a video and saying I don't know.
Yeah, the managing director of Trains for Wales, like.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bunch of bollocks. We don't bother.
My flight's delayed. Good luck.
No, but seriously, though, even if you're unwell, if you read the terms and conditions, he was right. You read those terms and conditions, and it says like if you're unwell, you've got to be able to provide like a doctor's note. How long you were in, if you were in surgery, how many stitches you had, all sorts of stuff.
Just
So
borrow Whittakee's doctor's note 'cause he's bound to have one by then.
he's got a stack of them probably. He's got a drawer full of them.
He's hoarding them like brick badges.
Yeah.
All right. Well, where are we up to with donations, guys? Any new ones come in?
We got one more from Angie. It was $25.
Serious?
Yeah, and
Oh, I'm
the
gonna-
message says, "Please kick the Irish guy off the stream as well." a message like, "Oh, what figure are you going to choose?" And she just says the one with the pink space baby.
Did she seriously do one though, or are you?
as well.
Was it an inside job?
No,
Oh,
it's bro. There's a bear shit in the woods. Yes, like it's real. You know what I mean? Pink space baby.
That is a good fig. In fairness, is that the same size helmet, or is
I
it
tried
a
to get
helmet?
a few female figs in there, you know, just to play to the audience a bit.
Be diverse in it.
But yeah, you know, show I'm fair.
Why did she?
Fair, man.
Why did she do 25, Slurpy? Why didn't she do 2 10s and a 5? She could have had two. She could have had 2 champions.
Let her pick 2. We ain't gonna
All right,
hey, Madlib, while you're there, right? So you know Bonnie Bricks then, because I had a conversation with her a while back, and I just said, look, we've got an Englishman, an Irishman, and a Welshman on this stream. We're looking to, and also we're all lads, so we do need to mix it up a little bit. If you're willing to be one of our permanent hosts to make up the 4 nations, then I can get rid of all the other English. We need them. And she kind of laughed about it, but she was like, well, if you end up doing a stream at Bricktastic, let me know and I'll jump on. So I was like, okay, fair enough. But
can't get rid of the English, mate. You'll lose all your viewers.
And I've got Welsh blood. My nan was Welsh, so.
Oh yeah, you'll be all right then, mate. You can stay.
Yeah.
I thought you said, actually, it's a good question from Liam. Did you say that you had a video of some kind, or have you got a video of some kind, or no?
Would have
you don't have to have it loaded up, but we can find it on Instagram if there is something.
There was I did a video of the on the Instagram. There was a reel that was put up on the Soapboxtastic Instagram last year of the champion when he was announced, and of the semi-final, kind of like a versus that I created. So
I'll try to look for that on the Bricktastic page.
Soapboxtastic. Yeah.
Oh, are you going to do that, you Slurpy? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look for it.
Yeah, top man. Thanks, mate. I got Welsh blood in a jar. I need that back. I need that back, mate. That pint is like, it's like a whole arm.
Yeah.
So we just had an interruption for a special news bulletin whilst you guys were chatting, and Kirsty came in and said she's got an idea for how we can raise some money. And I said, right, okay, what is it? And then she's holding, and it only reminded me of it now because Liam said he's got a jar of blood. She came in with a glass jar with, I don't know what was in it. It was about 50% full of some red liquid. And she said she's not going to tell me what's in it, but if somebody gives you a big donation, you got to drink it all. And I was like, I thought I'd had enough of that. So she said to let her know if you want to do it. And I said, well, I can. But she said, I'm not allowed to taste it until I'm actually doing it. She said, so what should we put on that? Should we call her a $20? Should we call her a
$2.50?
Yeah, basically.
Let's call her a 20. Let's call it the next $20 donation. And I'll make this.
How much is your liver worth?
Yeah, well, everything else is packing up. May as well add that to it.
JMB's right. Only 10 likes. What's happening?
There's 21 people in here at the moment. You haven't hit the like button. That's the first thing I do. That's the first thing I do when I go to a stream. I go to the stream, like, and then watch it. And then if it's crap, then I unlike it. So,
right, I have this video here loaded.
What is going on?
This is the soapbox from last year.
Pit crews have done all they can. And now 2 finalists remain on the grid. And Rohan will answer, driven by Theoden.
That's going to be me this year.
Bruniplo, driven by Mother Bruni. They've both taken the corners hard, burned rubber with every brick laid. But only one has crossed the finish line first. And the checkered flag goes to Han Scotty with and Rohan will answer. Soapboxtastic 2025 victory.
Lord of the Rings will win.
See that?
Yep.
Oh, do we not get to see her go shooting down the thingy? That is a lot steeper than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Wow.
No. Some people did film their own stuff and put it on their own Instagram. But yeah, I didn't.
You could actually probably slide Whittakee down that.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, he's going to be my sig fig for my. I'm going to crumple him up into a little ball and sit him in the chair. Just see him. Woohoo!
Oh, we'll edit that. That's going to be good. That one.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, get those $1 donations in. I want to get these beans gone today. And if you're thinking of donating $5, and you just do it in
George?
do five ones. Pretend you're at like a strip joint or something, and just give it.
These singles.
Give it to me in ones. Tuck them in my underwear.
He cannot see this comment.
Oh, I know. We almost lost it last time when we called him whiskey. If you move, you just in the end, he was like,
just left. But to be fair, like it was just a joke because the person who kept calling him whiskey IRL, I was like, what are we doing here?
Bless him. Anyway, so
Whittakee, if you're watching, you know we love you.
We love you.
So moving on, Madlib with so look, we know you, where you've come from, your Lego, how you've gotten involved in Soapboxtastic in particular, and obviously your regular appearance on the stream on London Bridge. Two other things I kind of want to get into is one is like, your own channel, where you see it going, that kind of thing. But the other thing we want to do is we just want to talk a little bit more about what to expect at Bricktastic outside, when we were going to Brickworld, and I hate to keep bringing up Brickworld, but I think I'm just trying to paint a picture of it. Was like there was a lot of things kind of rammed down our throat to the point where it was like when we got there. Do you know what I mean? When you watch a trailer for a movie so many times, and then you get there and you're just like, it was a bit like that in some ways. And then there was other things where I'm like, why did nobody tell us about like this element or that element? And so it's just trying to get a kind of wider picture of perhaps the things that don't get mentioned as much. What kind of mock space? What's the mock space like? What are the kind of sellers? What vendors are there? What kind of what can we expect to pay for food? That kind of thing. Those kind of bits and pieces.
That's fair enough. Yeah. So they do. I'll touch on food first because that's what everyone loves. Forget the Lego. Yeah, food. They do have some vendors in the hall. So if you don't want to leave, that's fine. They have some vendors. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to be like the best price stuff. It's going to be slightly overpriced because they then give a portion of that to Fairy Bricks. So in that way, you are still donating to them, kind of by buying food there. So there is that. But you are right in the middle of Manchester as well. So if you want to pop out the hall, you'll get given a wristband. And you can go out, grab something to eat, come back in. So that's absolutely fine. If you want to pop down and get a Mackey's or whatever, that's fine. Whatever you want, Greg's, So
I think that's where it trumps somewhere like Brickworld, because with Brickworld it's kind of not really near anything. So your choices are to make like lose an hour or two of showtime to go and to the back and beyond to find something. So I think that is key, really key. But how close is it to the city centre? Are we talking?
You are in the city centre. Like it's called Manchester Central. So it used to be the train centre. It used to be the train station for the city centre. So so the actual venue is the centre of Manchester. So you literally walk out the doors and there's like the hotel is opposite the building and where a lot of people stay, the Premier Inn, and then literally walk down the road. You've got cafes and everything all around you. So
is there any public car park nearby?
There's a car park under the venue.
Right.
So you can use that one. There is a car park around not too far behind it called Bridgewater Hall. That's not too bad. But like I say, being a city centre, there's various car parks around the place.
Is it free? Is the car parking free?
No. That's why I'm trying to work out whether it's actually worth us getting driving from the hotel to the venue, or do we just either get a tram or a taxi?
The tram's only 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You're staying near the Trafford, right? Trafford.
Yeah, we're staying in the Trafford Centre.
Yeah, Trafford Centre's only 20 minutes on the tram.
Oh, happy days.
Yeah.
What's the queuing like in the morning to get in?
It's not terrible. There's a bit of a queue, obviously, like depending on what hour you get there. But there's a bit of a queue, but they get people in pretty quick, if you want to get there a little bit early, if you're going there for like opening and you want to get there a little bit early, then no harm in that. But I think the displayers and everyone, we only get there about 30 minutes before doors open anyway.
Wow.
Because the previous day was set up, so everything should be ready.
Right.
So, right. The Friday set up, So everything should be ready to open on the dot, like Saturday morning. Yeah. So yeah. So displayers and volunteers get in there about half an hour before, I think. So yeah. So,
do you foresee this event down the line getting bigger? As in, I hate referencing the American ones, but the Brickworld Chicago, Brickworld Virginia, and even Atlanta BrickCon, they're like big events now in the sense of like they're like 5 days.
Yes.
And if you really want to, I know they're a charity and I completely get it, right?
Yeah.
But if they want to really get that overseas audience over here, especially it being a recognized Lego convention.
Yeah.
Like if they expanded it to like maybe 4 or 5 days, then that would really make it,
they are hoping to expand more on the AFOL side of stuff. So when you go in on the Friday, like say Friday setup day, so it's open from 8 a.m. for people to set up. And then from about midday on, they have like talks and things for the people who are displaying and setting up and volunteering. They have AFOL talks and stuff with different things, like so pick a brick team and whatever. And there's like a smart brick display thing going on before. There's also smart brick things I think happening through the weekend. But so the AFOLs do get a bit of that kind of thing happening. But as Kevin said on London Calling last Friday, they are a charity, as you say. So, and it doesn't matter if they have tickets, if they have people coming in the door or not. Every day that they have the venue, they have to pay for it, the maximum amount, like whatever the venue costs. So, for them to extend it and have like 3 or 4 days, they then have to start charging the AFOLs to be there.
Yeah.
And currently, displayers and volunteers, we don't pay. You just do. So they're not sure they want to get into that kind of that model of having the AFOLs pay to be there. So
they've sold out as well. That I suppose they don't really like. I know CJ said you want to get more people from across the pond and stuff. But if you're selling out, you don't really necessarily need to do that, do you?
No, I mean there's room in the hall. When you get to the hall, they portion off a certain part of it, so they don't use the entire space yet. There is room for it to go further and grow.
Can you see it getting? Would you say that year on year it's getting bigger and bigger and more?
Can do, yeah. As I say, this year they sold out earlier than before. Last year they didn't sell as many as the previous year. So 2024 sold more than 2025, but this year's completely sold out. So this is the best they've done in the last few years. And as I say, they've had more interest from overseas. So yeah, it is something that could get bigger, but yeah, they're currently, as Andy said, they're currently at kind of like a sweet spot where they don't want to expand too quick and then fall down at that hurdle. Yeah. At the same time, they don't want to restrict it so that they can't therefore go a bit bigger going forward. So yeah, it's a bit of a juggling thing because they also utilize Fairy Bricks utilize this show as their main fundraiser for the year. So the money they get from this will basically determine how much and what they can get involved in for this next year. So and that's coming from Kev. Kev said that. So
because we were hoping to try and get Kev on the show. I know he was on Friday's show so anybody who kind of tuned into that as the kind of unauthorized beginner or kickoff or whistle blow for this event, it was quite key that he was on there because he did reach out to me and say like he's been swamped and he apologizes, but he also did mention that when he landed from his trip to America at like whatever it was 6:30 in the morning, and it was the afternoon by the time he messaged me, he said that he still isn't home because on the way back he's been doing some kids building events or something. So I was kind of keen to see like what other things they do, because the website makes it sound as if it's like we just take money, we just give it a thing, which is great because that tagline is simple and it's been easy for us to say the money buys sets, the sets go to kids in hospitals. This is simple and as a creative and fantastic as that. But obviously they do other bits and pieces as well, which it would have been nice to hear a little bit about. But do you know about any of those kind of things?
Well, as I say, like last year is the first year that Lego was involved directly with it as like an official recognized fan event. So Lego got involved and they put up a couple of stands and they did some interactive stuff there. This year they're involved again, so that, like I say, they're setting up the smart brick stuff, which they wouldn't have had otherwise. So it's going to be, there's a lot of displays. As I say, there's 500 displayers, so it's a lot of displays to see. I think there's about 4 or 5 dedicated shops. They don't overrun the place with vendors at all. They are very specific on what vendors they use. Minifigs Me being one of them. I know they're there. There's there's like a retired set stand, and they have proper like old sets. I'm talking like 1970s Faberland stuff, like Paradisa. Like I'm talking like old, like Lego Town stuff. Yeah. And it's a bit pricey, so because they come in the boxes and everything. So yeah, So they're proper old school stuff. There's a vendor there that does all that.
How about custom stuff? Somebody said that there was, I think it was Joel told us there was like one custom stand there.
Yep, there's a stand, and they did some custom stuff. I know because you know, what's that thing with the Volts TV show? Fallout. Yeah, they did the armor for Fallout and stuff. They did armors for Fallout figs and things. That was kind of cool.
I'm going to be all over that when I get that.
yeah. So there is a stand that does some stuff like that as well. Yeah. And yeah, like Minifigs Me do all the printing on the figs, and you can get like different movie figs and stuff, and horror figs and whatever. But yeah, so yeah, there's some custom stuff.
So is this safe to say then, if you're local to Manchester, you're within walking distance, right? Or you can get your lodge or whatever relatively cheap, which I think we've all managed to do. Your tickets are next to nothing; they're not even worth kind of mentioning the price. Then you could have a good day there without really kind of spending any money and enjoy the activities, perhaps a bit of volunteering, and just kind of soaking up the atmosphere, seeing the mocks.
Yeah. Like if you were on a budget, it's not too hard to like enjoy it, because as I say, there's plenty of mocks. There's loads of mocks to walk around and see. And as I say, there'll be some interactivity stuff to do. There was a lot of stuff for families. I volunteered last year and we did these islands. They were just plain flat islands or a mountain island or whatever. And we had tables of Lego. And it was just basically kids, families, build what you want, shove it on the island. And there was like all these different islands that kids could build at. And we had parents who were like, I'm just leaving my child with you for an hour. Like, I'm going over here. It's like, okay. And they were just like leaving their kids at the table, building Lego and building up these islands and building what they want and getting really involved. And a lot of other places, they kind of almost forget some of that stuff. They forget the interactive kid stuff. That's the family-based things, I mean, there's brick pits as well. And there's like challenge where last year that was getting people to build by using 2x4s, build a larger version of a brick, which then the guy behind the table would take and create this big tower out of it. So he created a huge Lego tower out of all the bricks that people were making at the table.
Right.
So, there's interactive bits. There was make and takes. There was there's the mosaic as well. They always do every year. They do this huge mosaic.
Oh, they're pretty cool.
You can sit there and you get a sheet with numbers on, and you just match the colors to the numbers and create a square, which then gets placed, and then that creates a huge picture at the end of it.
Right.
So yeah, there's plenty of interactive stuff to do. Lots of family friendly stuff.
I know it traveled a bit, but is the Great Ball contraption going to be there this year? I think it was there last year.
You in that friggin' ball contraption?
It was one last year. It depends on who's going to do it. Like, if the group together is put together, then,
I know the guy from Brickset. Like, I've seen his. He took it over here, and then there was one.
We're going to be like the parents at Bricktastic. We're going to be dumping Slurpy there and saying, "Can we just leave in here?"
I love it.
For 3 hours.
Like, you know how it's like kids with trains. It's me with balls, paws.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking. I love it. You know what I mean? Like. That's the thing. It is honestly so cool seeing the kids, like, whenever they're hyper fixated on, like, to us it's just maybe something simple, and it's like,
You probably do.
Yeah.
What's that?
I'm getting worried now. Are you looking forward to balls and kids? I'm worried.
Well, I was going to say, look at Nimble's face. He's sharing a room with him.
Nimble's
I
gonna
was just hoping they were going to do a jigsaw together and cuddle up, like, you know. No, no balls,
Don't tell him that. That was supposed to be a surprise.
I brought this 2,000 piecer.
Yeah. Tell him it's a jigsaw puzzle of a great ball contraption. He'll be well in.
Yes.
By the way, my sound should be better now. My work colleague dropped off my laptop.
What's he saying?
Who is that guy?
Yeah, very nice of them.
Oh, fair play. So
I think the great
that's
ball
why I wanted to get
contraption
out, because I didn't want to have two screens or something, you know. So yeah.
I think the GBC is a bit of a collaborative as well. I think there's lots of people who put the ports together. So as long as they've all organised it, then yeah. But I haven't actually looked at it this year. I don't know who's involved.
It absolutely melted my mind when I was watching and, you know, seeing all these things, and it was all way a million miles beyond my level of capability, even when I was just wandering looking at it. But then when I started looking in detail at like how they've built in these things, and then all of a sudden I got to this piece where there was a gap, and then it was a teleportation device like the Stargate, and it was going into the Stargate and coming out the other end, and I'm thinking, wait a second, I need to go and have a lie down. Like, what's happening? Like, how's that? And then I think one of the boys were like, no, look, you can see the thing. And I'm thinking, like, as a kid, I would have been like, what the hell?
Is that the one where it was shooting up in the air as well?
That was class.
Yeah, and there was one which was firing them up over the top.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, and where'd you start with something like that? Like, fair enough. I see these people who build these ships, and no disrespect to them, and build like, but it's, in comparison to something like that, to me, building a spaceship where you just keep, you know, apart from maybe making it, you know, like a mirrored thing, it's relatively easy in comparison. It's like, how do you build something that's going to move a ball through like an obstacle course?
I think what I liked about it as well was that they were individual people, weren't they, coming together and putting it together, and how they could manage to get it together that it would go with that. You know, obviously they worked it all out in, you know, loads of time thinking about it, but yeah, making sure that that piece will go with that, with their piece, and that the ball will still travel through. It was, I spent hours watching that, which I think we did.
I did spend hours watching. Yeah.
I like to pick out like the odd color. If like, everyone's got like, there's orange balls, there's white balls, and then I see one green one, I'm like, that's fine. I'm watching that one.
Yeah. No, fair play. Sorry.
That's right. I had a little nap earlier, and I think so did CJ.
I did, yeah.
So we got the legend herself in the chat, Bricks by Wally. Shout out to Bricks by Wally. As far as I know, not that it was a competition, but managed to raise $411 during a 1 hour stream, and on Instagram as well, where they haven't got that quick click. They got to kind of navigate away and go and donate. Now, I mentioned that to somebody, and they were like, well, in fairness, $100 of that were from our own parents. And I'm like, yeah, but first of all, whose parents are donating $100? Nobody. And second of all, even without the $100, it's 311, which still is miles above, you know, anything we expected. So a quick shout out, and I got to.
Not where it comes from, really, does it? I mean,
No.
Absolutely. It's not like she's going to be giving it back, is it? So, so massive applause for that. Half of the applause.
Yeah, fair play, well done.
I was going to say, I didn't want to interrupt earlier, but what CJ said earlier about the Americans coming over here, it would be good if, like, Bricktastic later on made it a bit longer, because I can see that, you know, because they're not going to come over just for 2 days, are they? So it makes sense if Bricktastic was like 4 or 5 days.
But we don't want them here.
There is that. I mean, also, with where it's situated in the center of the UK, like Manchester, there is lots of opportunity for people like Team B. They're doing 3 weeks here. They've traveled the country, so there's a lot of opportunity. Outside of Bricktastic to go and see things. I mean, they could go see Windsor Castle or whatever. You know, go Legoland Windsor or whatever. You know,
not only that, but I think
opportunity.
I think what you said, Madlib, was quite key. Is that the fact that it's a sold out event. Like what is at the moment logistically maximum capacity, so they're not really thinking about how can we get more people to come to something that's sold out. You know, that's not what's on their mind. They might be thinking of maybe expanding, but I think I would think even in the next couple of years they might look for a bigger venue or go into those areas that they're not currently using before they ever think about how are we going to make this a longer event. But you are, but Whittakee's got a point. You know, it would be nice to be able to put Bricktastic on the map on a worldwide scale. You know, so.
But also, being a bit selfish, nice to see people from America and Australia without us having to travel so far.
Yeah, that is a good point. But there's plenty of people there, mate, who are coming from across the pond and other parts of the world. So just get to know different people, I guess. People who are more committed. Another quick shout out to Pink Wheels. Pink Wheels' first time doing a live stream using StreamYard and YouTube for that purpose. And fair play, she did a fantastic, what do they call it when you do a presentation? What's that app called? Slideshow. PowerPoint. That's it. Yeah, it was after my time, but PowerPoint presentation, and it was really good. It was like The Price is Right, which I didn't really know much about, but me and Ken were on there, and Pink Wheels was hosting it. It was a great little game show. I really enjoyed it, and Pink Wheels has offered to send it to us so we can do it on an episode of our show, and we can get like the chat involved as well.
Yeah.
So and
how much is this fig? How much is this fig?
Yeah, it was essentially minifigs. So she'd have 2 minifigs on the screen, and we'd have to say which one is worth higher, or which number value bracket were they in, and it was great, and it was a fantastic show. I really enjoyed being on it, and happy to be a part, and glad Pink Wheels kind of pushed herself out of her comfort zone to do that. And if you want to see more about Pink Wheels, she was a fantastic guest on our show. She's going to be on Ken's show on Wednesday, I believe. So especially if in the USA, go and check that out. Brick Dynasty will have Pink Wheels on. And that was a recommendation by me as well, because Ken was like, asked a question about Pink Wheels. And I said, like, if you're having a guest on, get Pink Wheels on, because she's like so knowledgeable. And she could have kept our show going without us there, I think. So, so another shout out there. And just going back to Bricks by Wally, she's now doing, I think she pledged to do 10 miles for every $10. Sorry, a mile. Wait, what was it? 10 miles for every $10 donated. Anyway, she's got to do 41 miles. So so that's a mile for every $10, right? Yeah, yes. 411. So so she's in the process of doing that now. So you can go and check that out on Instagram. She's doing kind of speed versions of it, and she's building Lego whilst doing it. So she's on a cycling machine in a Peloton, or whatever you want to call it, in a house, filming it and building Lego at the same time. So that's some serious commitments. I love it.
Nice.
Okay.
I just want to say we got another donation.
Ooh, good timing.
From Pink Wheels too, of all people.
Wow. Thank you, Pink Wheels. How much was it?
25 doubloons.
Wow.
Ever.
Yeah.
Pick your champion, Pink Wheels.
Pink Wheels. Choose your winner.
You get to choose a champion. Throw up the other one as well, so she can see what, so people can see what's up for grabs.
Or you could pick 25 wet fart sounds.
No, that's the prize.
25. You should be able to have all of them in it. A sound of jelly bean in them.
Nah. So you get to pick a brackets champion for a $25 donation. You can pick a brackets champion, and remember, guys, I got this. Actually, I haven't pulled anything. This is probably there. Even got like a skin to the top of it now as well.
Oh, gummy.
No clue what it is.
Is that the aftermath from a wheel chili earlier?
Possibly.
Mate, that looks like what comes out my cat's ass.
Thanks.
You need to get some vets, mate.
That is rusty water.
It's quite warm as well.
Oh
my god.
So let's get if we get a $50 donation, I'll sink all of this. All right. That's my
What's
plan.
in it?
I don't know.
Pink Wheels is leaving it for the chat to decide.
No, I didn't make it. Kirsty made it for me, and it's
oh, mate,
I can't even smell it because I got no sense of smell. Well, she's not going to give me. I
don't know. She might for a laugh.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I can understand if you'd want to give it to me, mate, but.
Chat, you've got to pick a champion for Pink Wheels and make it a good one, because she's done a very generous $25 dono. Space Baby's gone. Jack Sparrow's gone. Beastmaster's gone.
Well, why don't you send us a chat?
First comment. How about that?
Yeah, first comment.
First comment, and it gets chosen. Hey,
And you
Whittakee,
get-
don't be. Oh, they can't see Whittakee, so don't worry. He's not going to influence him too much.
Oh no, they can't see me, can they? So that's why I did it.
What's he doing? You got his
He's
trousers
the
down again.
champion.
Yeah, I was doing that, Martin. Can't you see? Yeah.
No, I can't. You're not even in the green room.
No, but you can see me
You have to
underneath, surely, can't you?
Come on, there's
Oh, yeah,
19
there you
people
are.
in the chat, and no
Oh,
one's
yeah.
typed in a minifigure. What's
Delete,
happening?
delete.
That's
I
a
dare
mile
someone
every
did that Lego basketball man.
45.1 miles. Jesus, fair play.
Wow. Is that your
Oh
favourite,
my God.
Slurpy?
Nope. Sauron.
Sauron gets the pick.
Nice.
Yes.
I think Wheels, you've got Sauron. I think you've got a good contender there.
Yeah.
But everybody who picks a champion, make sure you come back for that show where those champions are going to be battling it out for the ultimate prize. So yeah, okay. So what else did we want to ask? Oh, so right. So you're a active member of the sort of streaming community now. So talk to us a little bit about that, because I know you did say you started your channel and you were kind of in other people's chat. How did it get to the point where you were kind of doing your own, and you know, where do you see your channel going in the future? What's your hopes, that kind of thing?
Well, like I say, I built the Batman Shadow Box as a set, and I wanted to share it, and that's where my channel came from. I wanted to share those builds with people, and also document them for myself, which is why I came up with my name. My name for my channel is actually an acronym. It means Martin Andrews Documenting Life in Bricks. That's where Madlib comes from.
Oh, I thought it was the game.
Ah, see, a lot of people do.
So you are another Martin then?
Yes.
See you later, King O. See you,
Just
Bricktastic.
taking over
Okay.
the world.
Cheers,
Yeah,
Tim.
so yeah, and as I say, I started off just doing quick builds and reviews, but I saw people streaming and I wanted to have a go at streaming, so I thought, oh, I'll start streaming. I started off on like a weekend, on a Saturday or Sunday, and I think it was all right, but I switched to Monday evenings one time, and I got a lot more reception on that day. So I thought, oh, I'll stick it with Monday. That way I create Madlib Mondays. And majority of the time it's Mad Builds and Chinwags, which is just building and chatting with people in the chat. But on the odd occasion, when we get new CMFs, I do a minifig madness where I do a online competition where people in the chat can select numbers. I number the boxes 1 to 36, and then they pick number out, and if they get a new fig, they get extra points. If they get a duplicate fig that we've already picked out, they'll get less points. Or if they complete a set of 12, they'll get extra points. But these are all just points for redeems and stuff that's in the channel. So it's just a bit of fun. It's a different way of opening a box of CMFs, and people enjoy that, and it gets a bit of competition, and the chat.
When you say a box of CMFs, you're talking about like an entire
full box of 36. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I buy a box of CMFs, and then if it's a good CMF series, I'll keep all 3 sets. If it's one that I'm not as fussed about, like the space one we had recently, not too long ago, I sell the set, but I only sell it like retail. So
Slurpy's shaking his head. You can't believe you'd get rid of those things.
Top 3, top 3 all time.
But it's like the D&D one. I've kept 2 sets of those because there's the different heads that you could use.
Amazing CMF series.
Yeah. So I kept 2 sets of the D&D one. I sold one off. I've still got a full bagged set of the Disney 100, all those 16 figs. I haven't opened those yet. So I've got 1 set open that I've displayed and 1 set I've kept.
Because they were before boxes as well, weren't they?
Yes. Yeah, they were the bags.
That's right. Yeah.
I've recently bought two of those from just secondhand. I bought Prince John and Robin Hood because it's from my favourite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Should have said I got 3. I think I got 3. I ended up buying a box because I was like, oh, this is cool. So I ended up buying a box because it can be to look fun.
Yeah, but I always buy a box of CMFs now just for the just for the show, and then as I
Wow.
say, I'll sell off the other sets if people are interested, or I'll keep them.
Right.
So I've just done the animal ones a few weeks back. Had fun with that, and the questions are always a Lego theme, a general knowledge, and the theme based on whatever the set's about. So when it was space related questions. When it's animals. D&D was all about D&D and stuff. So yeah. So I always
the animals ones.
up.
What was your favourite?
I really like the frog.
I was going to say the frog. Yeah.
Frog's so cool. He's got that new little face where he's blowing the bubble, and that little bubble, and in the printing. Yeah, he's
I
just
know
so
a
cute.
lot of people like the goldfish, don't they? But
Goldfish is the best.
Yeah, but I think they were all fun. They're all great. It's basically a box of furries. So
Goldfish and forward to that Shrek series coming out.
Yeah. So if, last question, and of course, obviously, we'll probably be throwing things back and forth at you throughout the rest of the stream anyway, because you're going to stay with us. But the last kind of main question I got is, how would you define your how would you define yourself as? Because there's people think. I was talking to somebody recently. I think it was my brother, and he was like, "You just all buy Lego, build it, then what?" And I'm like, "Well, no, because you've got people who do mocks, you've got people who do rebrickables, you've got people who collect, some people who resell, you've got some people who this is a recent one I found out, who buy sets, clean them, and then sell, patch them up, get the pieces, then sell them on. You got people who enjoy the hunt, people who enjoy the deals, people who enjoy collecting, people who like making figures, people who like play sets, UCS, and it's just such a you start with Lego and it just goes off into these millions of different branches, and some people can obviously be parts of different elements of it. I would describe myself as I prefer the hunt more than the build more than I do the actual display ability of something. I'm not really that into like, this is what I've got. I'm more into this is what I'm doing, or this is what I've bought. I generally only do Star Wars, and I avoid UCS sets, although that might change this year. But generally, it's kind of display sets, but not necessarily play sets. If I had to kind of, put it into a couple of sentences, so how would you describe your kind of, your niche, if you like, within Lego?
I'm definitely a collector and a builder. So I definitely like. One of the reasons why I've not really got into Ninjago is there's way too much. Like, it would be so much for me to kind of go back on and try and get so much of. I picked up Dreams when they first came out, and I've kept with the Dreams. I've got all the Dream sets so far, apart from the most recent 5. I'm waiting for them to go on sale. And that's just my mentality of certain things. With Star Wars, which is actually like, when you break it down, it's like I've got more sets of Star Wars than anything else.
Right.
So I've got more Star Wars sets. But with me for Star Wars, I just want one of every vehicle. So I don't need to have every X-Wing. I just want a X-Wing. And then I want a TIE Fighter, and I want a Star Destroyer, and I want anything. Unless it's a really cool thing. Like, if it's a really unique version of that, then I'll want it. Like the Black Falcon, the Dark Falcon. I've got that.
Right.
I already have a Playscale Falcon, and I have a UCS Falcon. But, it's like, and then I got the MIDI scale one. I've only got one X-Wing. I got one Playscale X-Wing. Oh, no, sorry, 2. I got the Red 5 Playscale X-Wing, and I've got the Poe Dameron X-Wing.
Yeah, that's the 2.
Yeah.
The 2.
I think variants of ship you can get away with, but I think a good example is the Playscale AT-80. You don't need. There's been like 4 or 5 of those now, and there's not enough difference between them to one.
Yeah, and I've got that one. I've got this one here.
Unless they make the mechanical one again, the one that walks.
Yeah. But I remember the mechanical toy, the one, and the ATST where you used to push the button.
Yeah.
I
just sold my Playscale one you've got there. I just sold it on Vinted because I know there's another one coming out this year. So I was like, got shot of that while it was up.
Yeah. So but I buy what I like. Like, it doesn't have to be Star Wars. It doesn't have to be this. It doesn't have to be that. I'm very much into film. So if there's a film related things, I quite like that. TV stuff. I like the One Piece sets because I really like the TV show.
I need to start getting those.
Yeah.
So you definitely say you're a bit of a mixed bag then.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not. I don't stick to one thing.
Because I found that
it's what catches your eye, yeah, as well.
Yeah.
Same as Whittakee. Sounds like Whittakee then.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's done a lot of Whittakee.
mainly Star Wars, but obviously, you know, the Lord of the Rings sets caught my eye. The Goonies set
I
caught
love-
my
yeah.
eye. You know, so I do dabble in other ones.
I didn't have the old Lord of the Rings sets, so all the new ones that have come out, I've got them.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've
Same
got
as me.
Rivendell, I've got the Shire, I got Barad-dûr, I even got the Book Nook. You know.
yeah.
So I'll get the Sauron helmet, even though I don't really care for the helmet series in general. That's not my thing, but I will
I'm
get
just
that
sticking
one
with the big sets personally.
because it's
but-
Lord of the Rings. And then,
Yeah.
and of course, Minas Tirith when it comes out in June. Like,
Oh, 100%. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, that Minas Tirith.
I won't be getting it on
looks
day
nice.
one this year.
On
but I
day
will.
one, innit?
oh no, yeah, there'll be a GWP I have to have with it. So
I will
okay,
fight
so
children to get
that's
that
next-
set.
That's a good
But I'm
question.
going-
So what
I'm going
GWP do you want with Minas Tirith then?
oh, good question.
I'll
What would you
probably
like?
do you
No,
a-
no, don't think-
Madlib.
Don't think reality. Think
Siege
what you
tower,
like.
a siege tower, or one of the Ephelums, whatever they're called.
Olifants.
Olifants, yeah,
Fans.
something like
Ooh,
that.
that would be cool.
Yeah, some of the because
Or
on
any of
the,
those two.
the
I
field
said that.
of Eleanor
I
before it. Yeah.
I predict it's going to be a siege tower or it's going to be Grond. It's going to be, I think, one of them two. Oliphant, I think, is a bit, unless they make like a micro scale one, like one
like
that
a
kind of fits the
small-
front
yeah.
scene.
Yes,
But-
yeah, I know what you mean.
A siege tower, that would be cool. Siege tower, give me like 10 orcs. Oh.
Yeah,
I mean, the thing is, that's possible because they still make them because of Barad-dûr. So you
Yeah.
could just throw the Barad-dûr orcs in that set. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm off in June to Brookworld, so no, I won't be getting it day one, but I will be getting it.
Oh, he says that all the time, but he's
Yeah,
he'll
does
be
always
there. He'll be there day one.
I can't this year, Martin. I really can't.
You
Unless
said
I
that
get
last
through-
year for every release. You were like, I can't. I'm going to Brickworld. There he was, opening
Didn't you
day.
finish the year with like 4 UCS sets last year?
Yeah.
I
He
but
wasn't buying
Whittakee
any.
says like, I'm not buying a Lego set,
No,
I wanna
hang on,
win,
how
and then
many
he
was
gets
it?
it earlier than M&R. It's like, what? you know what I mean? Like,
It was two, but then I did buy the Dungeons and Dragons set. That was quite expensive. I bought the Star Trek set. Yeah, so we've got a bit. Yeah.
Blind bastard. Right. So guys, I've dropped the link in the chat for the next stream. Can we have a volunteer to go over and start that one up so that we can? There's no overlap, or there is an overlap.
I'll
should I
go
say.
over.
I'm going to
Thanks, mate.
take this
Appreciate
time to go for a tinkle.
And of course, Martin,
See
I'm
you
paying
over
for a
there.
new car now as well, so that's
See
definitely.
you soon, lads.
See you
Yeah,
across
see you-
the streaming pond.
See you across there, guys.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
just
sweet.
going to do a quick blurb with for the 48 hour and the charity again, and then I'll see you guys over there very shortly. So look, guys, if you're just tuning in, or if you're still with us and you've been with us a while, please go across to the next stream, which is also in the list of the live shows on my channel, and see us there. That show is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit less about Madlib and Bricktastic. Well, I'm sure those conversations will still come up, but he will be riding with us. And what we're going to do is we're really going to amp up this charity, this fundraising. Let's get me drinking this half pint of blood, or whatever the hell it is, fish guts. Let's get some beans. Let's get this bean challenges done. Every $1, I'm going to eat one of these beans, which could be birthday cake or soap or bubble gum or mouthwash or dog food or cola flavor. It's a roulette. $1, that's all you need for that. Sorry, $2 for those. $1 gets you the wet fart sound. And if you want, actually, I'll throw them back up because I've almost forgotten them myself. $5 you get to pick your own blockhead super chat, and we'll throw in a jelly bean with a $5 donation as well. And then, of course, if you do your $10, you will get the opportunity to pick a brackets champion. And what we're also going to say is you get everything below. So if you do $1, you get the wet fart. If you get $2, you get the wet fart and the jelly bean. You do $5, you get the wet fart, the jelly bean, and the blockhead. You do $10, you get the wet fart, you get the jelly bean roulette, you get the blockhead super, and you get to pick a brackets champion. These are your champions to pick from. Some of those have now been selected. I think there's 4 or 5 that have gone. and those champions are going to enter a competition to win a even better, bigger prize, which is the opportunity for your sig fig to appear in the next Blockhead's Demise stop motion, exclusive to these channels, or to this channel. So guys, go across and check out the new show. If you want to leave now and head over to that one, just check it's live first. And in fact, I'll do that from here. Let's see if it's live already. Let's see if the guys have got it up and running before we send you on your way. No, still not up and running just yet. Let's get it selected so I can see them go live. But yes, while you're still here, before they so pick your champion, and then also at the end or towards the end of this show, Ken is going to be coming to join us, and Ken is going to be doing this. Actually, I've done a new visual for this while we're on the stream. This is what's up for grabs. So every dollar donated, or sorry, every donation, no matter how big or small, gets to go in this prize draw, as well as those silly things that we just put up on the screen. And these are the prizes that are up for grabs. There's 4 prizes. There's a Lego gift card. There's a Bricks and Minifigs gift card exclusive to US North American entries. There is a 4+ retired Lego Disney set. Again, that's only for people in the US, unfortunately, because the people who've donated these prizes are in the US, and obviously it's going to be quite logistically difficult for them to get it to anywhere else in the world. And the other prize is a choice, your choice of Cool Han t-shirt. You can go for the Cool Han look, or you can go for the Cool Han look, like the one I'm wearing right now, in various colors from MatteBlackBricks. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world for that, because we can get that delivered to you. And of course, obviously, you've got the Lego gift card there as well, which will also be available to everyone worldwide. So Ken will be coming on the show. We'll be spinning this wheel. Everybody who's made a donation since the charity link opened, when the 48-hour stream started, will get an entry into this. If you made 3 donations, you get 3 entries. If you made 4 donations, you get 4 entries. So those small snippets, we try to encourage you guys to do those small snippets right the way through, so everybody was getting smaller donations, although we do appreciate those big donations as well, of course. So this will be getting drawn towards the end, I want to say in about an hour's time, and we're going to be picking out our 4 winners. And then, of course, if we're able to contact them, get them the prizes, great, amazing. If not, for whatever reason, somebody doesn't come back to us and too much time has passed, we will be spinning this again. So what we're probably going to do is we're going to do this each week on the show. So if we've had no result by next Sunday's show from the 4 people who we've drawn out, we will spin again for 2, 3, or 4, depending on how many people haven't responded. So yeah, if you've made a donation, you've got to be in it to win it. It's not too late. Get those donations in now. And of course, I like to think I'm going to go over to the other stream with you guys and find that we've had a load of donations, because it's going to be less about the guest over there, and it's going to be more about getting that money in. What are we going to do? And having a little bit of a laugh and a chuckle with you guys. And yeah, it's probably going to be a bit more adult orientated as well. So get yourselves over there, guys. Let's see if he started. No, he's still waiting to go live. Oh, we have got a few minutes in fairness. Okay, so right. I'll wait for that to go live, and then I will meet you guys over there. But in the meantime, let's see if we've got any cheeky little chats come in the last few minutes. I'm off to work. Have a fantastic stream. Liam, sorry we missed you, mate. Would love to get you. Would have loved to get you on the closing stream. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to say. All of the people who've done a stream, all the creators over the course of the 48 hours have been invited on to this next show to come and say hello. Unfortunately, it is going to be a kind of one in, one out situation, because if all 20 people or 20 odd people turn up, it's going to be quite difficult for us to manage that. We only got sort of 10 seats, and most of those are taken up by the co-hosts. So it will be short, it will be sweet, it will be thank you for your help and your support, and goodbye. But unfortunately, Liam is not going to be able to make it. So I do apologize, Liam. He's over there in Tassie, and he's on his way to work to shuck some oysters. He's taking the Hobbits to Isengard. By Liam, don't work too hard. Updating the wheel now. Well done, Ken, top man. Have a great day, Liam. Thanks, Sarah, Muttley. And whose channel is the next stream on? It's on this channel, George. You literally just, the link I've posted, so if you scroll up a little bit in the chat, you'll see the link. It'll take you straight to the other channel. Don't hit it yet, though, because it hasn't yet gone live. I'll let you know when it's gone live. Yeah, they're playing the intro now. So, guys, head on over there. There's 20 of you here. I want to see 20 people over there. Hit the link. It's in the chat. If you're struggling with that, you can go into the description and find my channel, or you can just, if you're in YouTube, which I assume most of you are, just go to the next live video. But make sure you do the landscape version or phone version if you're on the phone, otherwise it'll look a bit weird. Link just up further. Yeah, absolutely. Just scroll up a little bit. It was probably 10 messages ago. Everybody go over to the stream, go 17. I want to see you counting down. 16, 15, 14. Get yourselves out of here, guys. Go. I'm not leaving till everybody's gone. I'm not leaving till everyone's gone. And don't forget, $20 donation. I do this, whatever the hell this is. We're down to 15. Come on, get yourselves out of here. Get out of here. Go on. You're not welcome here anymore. Get out of here. Down to 13. Keep going, guys. Log off. Bugger off. Go away. We don't want you here. Go to the next stream. Go away. Go. I'm not leaving anybody hanging. What are you all still doing? What are you all still doing here? Sigsby's on there already. And who else is on there? We've got our Bounty Hunter Live is on there. It's popping over there, guys. Get over there. 11 of you. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't keep the 2 open. There's nothing entertaining happening here. Get yourselves over there. Get out of here. I'm going. I'm going to end the stream, and there's going to be 11 of you looking at a black screen. I'm just saying. You've had plenty of warning. $100 donation, and I'll stay here on my own. Right, I've given you guys plenty of opportunity. Down to 10. Come on, you guys. Half of you have gone. The other half of you are still doing something. I'm not sure what. Get out of here. Go on. Go. We back up to 11 viewers. What's happening? Get away from here. Get out of here. We don't want you here. Go and check out the other stream. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Take it easy. See you over there.